What's up, guys? Already episode 6 in this Madden Ultimate Team series. I've been on a roll so far on this. Been putting out a lot of these videos. It's been my favorite thing to do on Madden 12 thus far. And going deep to Roddy White to start off the game. That's how you start a game there. Easy 6 points to the star receiver. Most guys don't have the personnel to match up against the receiver at Roddy White at this point in time. And so I take advantage of that. And I'm just really loving this Madden Ultimate Team so far. I've gotten a few guys that I can really have for the long term, in both of my Jari Evans at the guard positions, and then Roddy White and Cameron Wake and DJ Williams. I'm really liking my team so far, and I guess if I had to give you any tips on how to work your team, you want to base your team around the offensive line and then your entire defense. I think the rest, you can really just work with what you get pretty much, because I had a lot of success throwing to guys like Harry Douglas and Muhammad Massaquoi, and you'll see that I have a lot of success with Ben Tate. Whereas I play against this guy here, he has Marshall Faulk on his team. He's going to hit him for a touchdown right here. But honestly, what's the point of having a Hall of Fame running back if you have an average to below average offensive line? Whereas I have an above average offensive line, and then Ben Tate, who obviously is just a 69 overall running back. He's decent, but he's not an Adrian Peterson type. He's not a Jamal Charles. He's not that kind of running back. But I can still score long touchdowns with him. That's all this guy can handle. And that's because I've built my offensive line just to be an absolute monster. I can run up the gut and bounce off big runs like it's nothing. Now, there are still a lot of positions on my team I want to upgrade soon as I look to make the ultimate 3-4 defense and get the guys I want on offense. The guys I would like to play receiver for me would be, I would really like Santonio Holmes and then Percy Harvin in the slot, or I'd also like Greg Jennings and Percy Harvin in the slot. But right here, I'm just doing contracts on my guys. I buy a lot of bronze packs because you get the contract cards and then you can sell most of the other cards in there and work on collections that way. And this way I just get my guys locked up for a good amount of games, and so I don't get into contract situations where I have guys with expiring contracts and I'm rushing to get coins and I might actually lose a few players. I don't want to be in that situation, and so I've been just doing a lot of planning on this, buying a lot of bronze packs, not always saving up for the big packs so I can get the best players, but more or less just taking a few steps at a time rather than trying to leap my way into being an elite team and possibly making a few mistakes along the way. And Jason Campbell, he misses that pass right there, and I showed that there because I wanted you guys to see that he's not the best quarterback, but right now for me, he's perfect. I mean, he makes a lot of really good throws, and he's mobile. I mean, the optimal quarterback for me, in my opinion, would be Aaron Rodgers, as he has a really good throwing ability. I believe he has about 92 accuracy, so it's not like perfect, but he's also very mobile, and he's a very good quarterback. And so I want him on my team in the future. Then I have made a few more adjustments on my team. I cut Maurice Morris because I got Aaron Brown, who has 95 speed, and he's a guy I really like in the third down back slot. And so I've also gotten rid of Connor Barth, as I've gotten the kicker I wanted from the beginning, and Mason Crosby, who has 98 kick power. And I've just been playing a lot of games with the same guys. I mean, it doesn't change that drastically or that often. I mean, I still got like guys like Muhammad Massaquoi and Harry Douglas. I've been on this team from the beginning, and until I really get really good players that can replace them, I have no reason to get anybody else or stop using them or anything. And right there, I throw a deep ball, and it gets picked off by Chris Harris, a good safety. I wouldn't mind having him on my team. But I'm really happy with the defense I have, and Manny Lawson gets the interception. He has 89 speed, and he's a fast, really good 3-4 linebacker, and I love having him on my team. And my offense wasn't working to this point, so sometimes you got to think out of the box. And what better than a fullback screen to think out of the box and score a touchdown on, as I break a tackle and run into the end zone with my fullback. And the running back and fullback positions I really want to upgrade soon, as I haven't done anything to them at all. I've gotten Aaron Brown to be a third down back just because of his speed, really, and he's alright for now, but probably not in the long term. And then right here, I just did that screen pass to set up Mason Crosby, testing out his range. 96% power, and it's a long field goal attempt, and the 60-yarder is good. And so now we know Mason Crosby's range, and I know that if need be, I can kick a long game-winning field goal from pretty far out. And so that's why everybody should have Mason Crosby on their team. But I'm guessing guys like Sebastian Janikowski and David Buehler would not be bad options either. And then right now in this game, I'm winning 13-3. It's in the fourth quarter. I'm just trying to halt his comeback. I get a sack with Cameron Wake on second down. And then the very next play, 3rd and 17. I call the same exact play, and I get the same exact result. Cameron Wake, 2 sacks and 2 plays. Then he goes for it on 4th and 26, and he takes off, surprisingly, with T-Jack. And that's not even going to be close. It's a fumble. I pick it up with Usama Young, and I would end up winning the game, I believe 16-3, and so I get another 1,300 coins roughly, and just keep adding to my bank account, looking to get some more bronze packs so I can get those contract cards. And could someone please tell me if they're going to have collections for playbooks and uniforms? I'm not even sure if they had them last year, but I don't want to hold on to all these ones if they're not going to be useful in collections. And I actually had to get rid of some injury cards because I just didn't have the room for all these cards on my card roster. And so this guy I'm playing against here, he has Michael Vick, and I wasn't too threatened by it because I have a 3-4 defense with fast linebackers. There's no way I'm letting Michael Vick run on me. Get a nice stop there with Manny Lawson. Tough to get around the edge when you got fast linebackers like I do, and a 3-4 defense is really a good choice for me at this point, as I've had so much more success than I've ever had with a 4-3. And he gets a nice pass out of Tony Moyaki, getting into my territory. I have a 3-point lead, trying to stop Michael Vick in his offensive assault. And on this play, Vick, nobody open. He tried to scramble, but I got fast linebackers like I said. Nobody open, and he's not able to run away from Cameron Wake, the ex-Canadian Football League star. And so I get the ball back. Ben Tate, I told you Jari Evans could open up big holes up the middle, and it's even more fun when you have 2 Jari Evans. And so a 91-yard touchdown for Ben Tate. That's why I'm saying build your offensive line. Don't worry about running back unless you get lucky and get one in a pack. Or you can get lucky like I did there and get Gerald McGrath to get an interception. Easy pick 6, touchdown, 17-0 in the first quarter. So he's coming out with Vick again on 4th down his next drive, and that one's picked off by DJ Williams. And so I'm having a lot of luck against this Michael Vick offense he threw at me, and that was just as much as he could handle as he quit right there after another interception. And I'm going to bring you guys one more game. This guy has an 86 overall team, and to me, this is how not to make your ultimate team. He's got Dan Marino, Walter Payton, and he's got a few good players on defense, but he has a couple of weak linebacker positions, and his cornerback depth is awful. He only has one decent cornerback. And really, this is how not to make your team. His offensive line wasn't really that good either. And so I'm going to get going early. Jason Campbell hooking up with Roddy White. They can't cover him. It's an easy 7-0 lead now for me in the first quarter. And like I said before, Dan Marino and Walter Payton, but when you don't got much of an offensive line and you're throwing it to receivers like Patrick Turner, what's the point? I mean, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, easy interception there. If I had Dan Marino on my team, I'd be looking to trade him for a guy like Leon Hall or another good cornerback or a solid linebacker. Pat Angerer forces the fumble. It's picked up by Brace, and now it's 10-0. I'm looking to add to my lead. Campbell looking over the middle. Guess who? It's Roddy White. They're having troubles covering him. I'm taking advantage of it every way I can. And so 17-0. Walter Payton can't get anything going because, like I said, he has a weak offensive line, and I got a solid defense. I'm going to eat that up all day. But he gets a nice screen pass here to Walter Payton. I don't really cover the screen pass that well, as I don't usually have a flat zone if I'm running zone anyways. And so that goes for 40 yards, but really that's all the major offense he could do. Play action on this play, and Adam Carricker goes through and gets the sack very easily. I mean, his offensive line was just no match for me. Trying to get a field goal in now in the end of the first half, and it's short. It goes to Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie in the end zone. He's going to take it out, go to the right side, weave in and out of a defender, and look at this. Look at all the green in front of him. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. That's right. It's a field goal return for a touchdown, 100-plus yards, and this game has been blown wide open. It'd go to 27-0 at the half, and I would win 27-7 just running the ball the rest of the game to get this game over and done with. And so my Ben Tate run offense, along with my strong defense, proves to be formidable once again. And I pick up one more gold pack to end this episode. I get Vontae Leach. He's my new fullback, but I want to get a guy like LaRon McClain who can catch a ball out of the backfield and do some damage. Vontae Leach is just more of a blocking fullback, and I like to get my fullbacks involved in the passing game. Not much left in that pack, so I sold the rest. And now I'm just adding contracts to my guys. I want to lock them up for longer. And so thank you guys for coming and watching episode 6. thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll be bringing a lot more Madden Ultimate Team action here soon, as we'll get episode 7, I'm sure, here in the next couple days or so. And so, thank you guys for watching. Everybody have a nice day, and I'll see you guys in the next commentary.